Hello, hello. With me tonight is Mr. Commandant and the Green Blob Cannon. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays, where we work on custom action figures, soft goods, and 3D modeling, and all that good stuff.
All the things everywhere all at once.
Yes, sir. Do painting, sculpting, sewing, modeling, and all that jazz. Which, when our powers combine together, we become. The Canuck, what's up? Beeps. He chimed in at 7:30. He was early. Jeffrey Torres, how y'all doing? Doing all right. How are you doing, my friend?
Crabtacular as always.
Oop. Cannon trying to turn it off and on again. I can't. It's not wanting to connect.
Did he ever get a new one, or is he still?
And I've been playing around with a program called Meshy. It's a program or app thing online you can sign up for. They got a free edition and a paid edition where you can actually upload a picture and it will generate a 3D model. Sometimes it does pretty good stuff. Sometimes it puts out nightmare fuel. But you got a pretty good result out of this one. You got the sitting down. The free edition was like it was like real low poly. Or I just don't know what I'm doing with the program since I'm just now started using it. I don't know. One or the other.
Two things can be true at the same time.
It looks pretty good, but it's very low poly. You can see the various segment, the pieces out of it. I only had signed up for a month of it, like $20, and come up with a pretty good looking model. Got some issues, but stuff I can fix. Like it's got the tusk are like being split in the middle, and some reason it like gave them like 4 ears. Yeah, it's got 4 tusks. Let's give 4 ears. The first one was like the ears look fine. The overall shapes are pretty similar. Not bad. I gotta cut out a lot of material though. Get to fit on the head, fit on the body. But I will make a texture stamp. I'm either going to make a texture stamp off cannons and put that on here, or do some rhinoplasty and replace the trunk.
You know, Cannon did say he was going to be late. Come hell or high water, he is going to be late.
Jeff Torres asking, has anybody use a Bill Bison body from Jada's Street Toys to make a Conquest from Invincible? I have not. But it could be a good base. But I would hold off making Invincible customs, because especially using Jada Toys, they maybe start making Invincible figures. They have an announcement, SDC. They are listed on a license for Invincible merchandise. So they may be making an announcement SDC to be making Invincible figures. Just a precaution. Put all that work and effort into making the custom, then like as soon as you finish up, announcement, we're making that figure. I don't make Marvel customs very often. It's gotta be something very obscure. I know they're not going to make, or head swaps or whatever. think I'm just going to do a texture step and texture the trunk. So I like the shape. As long as it clears the chest, because it curves in. I got to cut out for the amount of material.
And of course, we invite you to ask questions if you have any. Like, how do you make a tassel? Inquiring minds want to know.
Oop, I heard a bop. Now he's working. Now you're cooking with gas.
OBS forced me to update.
Apoxie Ghoul has recently found your channel. It's been great help. Oh, welcome to the channel. I'm glad we were able to help you out. We're always happy to help out with any questions too, customizing.
Like, how do you make tassels?
Mm-hmm. You gotta make good upon a cornbread.
My kid's coming back from a band trip, so I'm probably going to be on for about an hour.
Okay.
They're gonna let me know when they're getting into town.
A band trip.
And now my other kids are calling me. I'll be right back.
Are we thinking marching band or rock and roll?
All right, we're going to have to pull out the Noisemaker 5000.
Well, we do this thing.
We'll have dust flying everywhere.
Cover the mouth. Cold mouths.
Well, gosh, you ghouls, like, do you think dyeing is a good option over painting, especially for joints? It really depends. Like, the issue you got with dyeing, you can get a lot of bleed through even when you paint over top of it. If you're sealing, I'm actually doing an experiment right now with this one. The arm is dyed here, but I also went back and airbrushed over it with a lacquer. Now, when I use acrylics, as soon as I seal it, the dye will bleed back through. So I haven't sealed it yet because I haven't put any other colors on it. I'm using black as a base. It's going to be a dark brown. So I want to see how it goes when I add the color, then seal it. That's the issue I got with dyeing stuff. Yes, you can get like good heat covering for joints, but you can get color seep through.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm going to mute myself for a moment. Don't kick it in high gear.
Oh, he said hi, beer.
Look out.
So what you been up to on my hiatus?
Stuff.
Yeah, and things. Been having fun with your stuff?
Sometimes. Been feeling a bit under the weather today, so I woke up a little bit ago and made dinner.
You know, I also do not feel good. Not anything like, oh, good, I'm done, but I just don't feel good.
Yeah, I think it's just allergies kicking in.
Dang.
I mean, we don't want to rule out that I might be dying, but, you know.
Oh, Kachi Ghoul, I see you looking at turning a Marvel Legends Jackal into a Werewolf by Night, so green figure to brown one. One thing I'd recommend too is get some Mr. Color lacquers. These bond really well with the softer plastics, and sometimes you don't even have to prep joints with this lacquer. Recently painted like several figures recently, and didn't even prep the shoulder joints and elbows. Didn't even prep them using Mr. Color, and paint just stuck. So this is the closest thing you can get to like factory paint that you can buy over the. But for some reason, it's getting kind of hard to get right now. Hopefully, they're not going to discontinue it.
Yeah.
I want to add more tomatoes. Can I have this?
Bring it here. I can't turn my neck far enough to see that. Yeah.
That's it, yes.
Falling apart in your old age.
That, whatever's going on with my neck hasn't ever cleared up.
Well,
I'm supposed to schedule a X-ray to find out what's going on.
Hopefully, I figure out what's going on. Still haven't heard back to specialists for my shoulders yet, but I did see the 2000X 112 scale He-Man from Mondo. I'm wanting to find out what this stuff's going to cost. They come with a lot of accessories, so I'm fearful they're going to be like over $100 a piece. They
ain't that the Ghostbuster mentality, right?
Yeah. We're always glad to help her. Got you cool. Remute.
Guess I need to get my precision instruments out. All right, not the best. Not the best. Got so much an upheaval right now. Work is doing weird stuff, and I had my niece come in for a couple of weeks, and
Yeah. Adding another person to the mix always makes it a little bit more interesting.
we had a 1-year-old come up with her It was a lot of fun. I miss them. If they left. I have to move my office on the 6th.
Oh yeah.
Work office or?
Yeah. Works too.
What they doing?
They're gonna move us in there with the fire department and the police department. Put us all in one house.
Hmm.
I hear you.
I'm advised that it's not the smartest thing to do, but well, I know I'm just some bitch.
Marsha. And they keep talking about moving us out of their current office space. It's like it's everybody who's in there loves that space. I'm the actually one who found it. They're like, "Oh, we're going to move out." It's like they've been saying that almost since COVID. They've been saying that. And I was like, you're not going to move out of this space and give it up. That means you got to break the lease and you got to pay the guy anyway. So why would you move out and break the lease and not get any benefit out of it?
Yeah. I also really like my current office. However,
same. They're talking about moving us into like where I'd have to pay for parking. My current building is attached to a free parking garage, and parking's not cheap. Like $400 a year.
Well, if they're going to cover your parking.
Nope. That comes out of my pocket. That's basically a pay cut to move.
yeah, some high quality bullshit. We also have a parking issue where we're going, but I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue for me because I'm an asshole. I don't care if I hurt somebody's feelings over parking my car in a certain spot, you know? It's unfortunate.
Well, it was what's hilarious before they found our current office space. The former director of the group I was in before I got moved into my current group, they spent hours like committees trying to find an office space because they were combining two groups and they were spending all this time looking for everything. And I was like, hey, there's huge space that's empty upstairs. It's been empty for years. What about that one? They're like, what? We hadn't thought about that.
Why wouldn't they have thought about that?
I don't know. It's like,
No, well, I like my current office place. I really do. All the new equipment and stuff.
mm-hmm. Well, that's what's ridiculous too, but just wasteful money spending things too. Part of that old group I was in was like a help center, and they spent over $300,000 remodeling the call center right before COVID. Then when we got a new director of that unit and pushed for everybody to be remote and gave up the call center. So basically threw $300,000 in the trash. Because they're going to gut that room now and make it for other space. Wasteful.
No eyeballs, don't want to see black on black, I tell you. Well, now that I've effectively wasted all that bias tape, let's throw it away and sew this on.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I've been trying to keep the dust down. I'm sorry.
The muting is just not enough.
He just smells the dust and sneezes. Or hears it. Can't smell it, obviously.
Beautiful. I like it. Ship it. Let's see what else. Went to a toy show that was local. Nothing really to report. About that dragon. I mean the dinosaur dragon. Glows in the dark.
You bought that dragon that glows in the dark. What are you talking about?
The little dinosaur. Can we see him?
Oh, yeah. Fun.
Yeah, I just made the efforts I made to wash these parts up to get them ready for paint. Pointless now because I just got dust all over everything. Oops.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Oopsie. Jeffrey is asking if we've seen Loose Collector Sasquatch Yeti pictures. I have.
Indeed, you do. I don't know. I think he's reached that point where it's just too big.
Yeah, as a regular Sasquatch, it's too big. But if he was doing a marble Sasquatch, it's perfect. You know what I mean? This marble Sasquatch is huge. He's 10 feet tall. He dwarfs the Hulk. But as a regular Sasquatch, it's way too damn big. But he's not going to include a Marvel Comics head, so he can't. That's the leeway. Because Marvel Sasquatch has a distinct look. You can't just say, "Oh, that's just a Bigfoot." It's drawn a certain way. Where, "Oh, that's Marvel Sasquatch." Of course, I'm not saying I condone it or recommend them to do this, but you know how that with that company that's making the not pit is like, oh, this other company is making an actual comic book accurate head, when it's actually the same company.
Let's get this over here. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
I think they've goofed and showed like prototype pictures with the prototype with the comic accurate head. I was like, I thought that was made by a different company. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
You saw nothing. We were never here.
I never believed it was another company from get-go.
Oh, that's a good movie.
That was a good movie.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's not me, whatever that sound is.
That's him. That's his, he's printing something.
Yeah, I got some stuff in the printer.
So you can't blame me for that.
I did figure out
all
some
right, this time.
shoot box. Figured out some of the tools I never had to use before since I've been using your models. Like about having need to cut holes and dig a hole and other stuff with it.
A Cheeto box?
Yeah, it's it.
Yeah.
Using some tools I didn't know it did. I think because I didn't have to because your models are perfect.
Well, not always perfect, but you know.
Well, it's not made by an AI with making things out of cubes.
Yeah.
So first couple things I printed using that, and I didn't realize I can hollow it out. So I wasted a lot of resin because I made them solid.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Sorry, I guess I should have probably told you that. I didn't even think.
Well, I didn't think about it because I've never had to worry about pure stuff. Just, I was thinking about like the meshy stuff I printed out. It's like a couple of them were like solid models, like there's no empty. So I wasted a ton of resin until I figured it out. It was like, oh shit.
Oops. Oh well, that's how we learn.
Live and learn. Just for fun of it, I'm gonna take one of those meshy models, mixing it with yours. I printed out the smaller Bruton head to get the trunk needed. So I'm actually doing some rhinoplasty, so I got the trunk and jaw from yours on a meshy model. But I'm actually, and I took the horns off another one. So I'm actually doing some old schools, like mix and matching, splicing parts, like I used to do a lot before. But I'm actually doing it with 3D modeling, so I can't 3D model. So I'm doing it with 3D modeling.
Yeah.
It's like when I made the prime heads, I learned how to mold parts so I could splice heads together without destroying the original heads. Then I could duplicate the head that I made. After I made it, I made a mold of that. Yeah. Sectors in the house. Eating fillings.
What's up, Dragon Man?
Jeffrey Torres would. The Toy Biz Captain Marvel head looks small on a Vulcan body? Yes, very much so. That he has a teeny tiny head. Actually, I got to print out a different one. See if it looked better too than this one. That's what's taking forever to print. I started working on one of those, then I realized that head's too big. So let's stop working on that one and scale it down.
I need to get some stuff on the printer this evening. We'll see if it happens.
And I did get your package.
Oh, good.
And haven't opened it up yet, but they did kick it really hard.
Well, you know, wouldn't be the mail system if they didn't give it one good old kick.
It's like you had fragile written all over it, so they had to kick it.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's what Big Nerdy said. You put a fragile sign on it, it's just basically hanging a kicking sign on it.
Well, let me know if anything's busted, and we'll file a insurance claim on it.
Will do.
At least we can get paid for their lack of
Candor?
care.
Jeffrey Troy said I'm going to experiment doing something I've never done before, using balloons for suits or figures. That's also made a Supergirl custom using balloons. They will rot. I've seen it done before. The plastic will break down and it will rot.
I mean, yeah, the same thing happens with just a regular balloon.
Yeah.
They just
it's the
don't hold their elasticity.
Yeah.
Yeah, the balloons are temporary.
Okashi School asking, is fur hard to sculpt? What I do, I'll find out like something's got a furry texture. I'll make a texture stamp. Like I use this called Blue Stuff, made by Green Stuff World. You can heat it up and reuse it multiple times and it's like a silicone that you can reheat and make forms, so you can actually make texture stamps. That's how I did the fur on these. I made a texture stamp from the fur on the body. Sculpting fur or By hand, yes, to me is difficult. That's why I make the stamps to make things easier on me. With fur, it's easy with those texture stamps. If you don't have to worry about the patterning repeat. If it's like a geometrical pattern you need like to reproduce, it's for like the texture on suit. It's harder to get lined up, but fur where it's organic, the texture stamp works really well.
All right, I got a bunch of thread here. Let's see if I can make it tassel or 12.
And then like rubber bands dry out. Yep, rubber bands will dry out too, and use those.
So how many do you think I need? 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 12. don't know if I'm doing this right, but it looks right.
Sculpting the eyeballs. That looks pretty good.
Well, so like I was telling Olds of while my niece was here, I come across the idea that dang it, that I want to do like a no sew no glue cape, and I feel like I'm really close to having something. And that is what I was sending to you for your opinion.
I have opinions. I'd be happy to share them.
But I mean, it's don't worry about cost. That's the whole point.
Is that they're going to be inexpensive to make?
Inexpensive to make, inexpensive to produce. I got maybe $5 into all the capes. Here, all the capes.
That's not bad.
Send them your way, see what you think. Hopefully they're worth selling. But I don't know. Probably not, you know.
I mean, sometimes people just want something inexpensive that, you know, looks decent. It doesn't have to be perfect. You might be hitting a place where, for those people who just want a cape, but it doesn't have to be like, you know, perfect.
I don't know if there's a market, but I see stuff from time to time, and I think, wow, that's like $2 to make, and people are buying it, or at least it appears people are buying it.
Yeah.
So I think there is a market. Sorry, my son just showed up. He wants to be involved.
Is my headgear in frame when I'm sculpting? Because I can't tell when I look away because I'm turning my head.
Your headgear.
I got a headlight and magnifiers on.
Let me switch over so I can look at you.
I don't see anything.
I don't see them.
Okay, I just want to make sure people can see what I'm doing. So when I turn my head to look, it would, of course, it'd be out of frame. So I don't know. Thank you for checking.
Too deep, and I'm already regretting it. My wife was like, "What kind of pizza do you want?" I said, "I want a terrible one."
A terrible pizza?
Yeah, I want one of those.
You want pineapple on it?
I like pineapple on pizza.
Not that terrible.
I like pineapple on pizza.
You would.
And you can't stop me from liking it.
I won't.
I'm gonna go
But
order
you can't
pineapple
stop me
pizza
from
tomorrow
talking
just to spite you.
We won't
call
stop
you
you
up.
from reading it, but we will. We can't stop us from judging you for like a pineapple.
I'm gonna call you up and be like, this pineapple on my pizza is delicious.
What else goes on there? Like salami
Ham.
and just ham and pineapple.
Yeah, ham pineapple. Maybe some barbecue sauce if you're feeling adventurous.
So thin crust. I told her, I said I want it from somewhere, that's like interested in redefining what people think of as delicious pizza. Just Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut. Just a good old shitty pizza.
All right, get caught up on the chat here a second. Sector found a Pee-wee Count Uri and Burnt Mary in the wild this week. Target Holothon. Oh, the NECA stuff. Yeah. For beginners, what would be best clay and paint? I would say green stuff would be the best for beginners, but you need this to work with green stuff. You need either sculpting Vaseline. Green stuff is super sticky. It'll stick to your tools, so you really need that stuff to work with it. But once you get that, it's great for like sculpting like organic shapes, like where I'm here. I'm blending in where so I got like a gap here where these horns are tusk are from a different head sculpt. I'm using green stuff and the sculpting Vaseline and smoothing it in and blending it together, and I just sculpted the eyes with the green stuff. That's what I would probably start with. For paints, I'll go with like either. I like the Mr. Color stuff because it sticks really well, but it can be but you gotta thin it. You can't, unless you're using the Oculus. The Mr. Color lacquers, you gotta thin it down before you can brush paint it. Of course, you gotta thin it down with the airbrush too. But straight out of the bottle, their Oculus is the acrylic. You can straight out of the bottle with it. You can pick up their Oculus colors, some basic colors at like a Hobby Lobby. Like Oculus Gundam color. This is an acrylic. Acrylic. This brush is on very much like old Testors Model Masters. Good paint. For the best adhesion, the Mr. Color lacquers are your best bet.
4. You gotta have 12.
I like the army paints. They're not very expensive, but the one drawback that I've found is that you have got to put a clear coat on top of them. You can't.
Yeah, that's why I was avoiding like mentioning like the paints like Citadel and Pro Acryl and Vallejo, and like I said, the army paints. They're not durable without a sealer.
Because I don't think that the army paints are very expensive. And you can get a large variety of them. And for somebody starting out, the speed paints might be something that would be appealing to them.
Yeah, you can also get the old testers bottles, the rectangular bottles. You can't buy them individually, but you can buy them in paint sets. But you want to make sure they're the blue label, the acrylics, the variety of colors that way too.
Also, I wouldn't start out using the best of the best. I would.
Yeah, that's what.
That's why. Because I think army paints are kind of inexpensive, aren't they?
I have no idea.
By comparison to some other brands.
The Mr. Colored Book stuff is like $3.
Is it for a bottle?
At Hobby Lobby, they're more expensive. They're $4 for the Oculus, but that's Hobby Lobby price. You go online, order one line, they're like $3 a piece. Unless you're getting the metallics. They're pretty affordable.
These.
Maybe they aren't the cheapest.
I mean,
I don't remember being this expensive. Maybe since they got more popular, they went up in price.
Army Painter's Vallejo, isn't it?
I mean, if you're just learning, just go to Walmart and get that apple bottom paint.
Apple bottom jeans, with the fur.
And burn that until you get a technique.
Which this stuff's great too. Like even if like now, it's like it's great for dry brushing. Oh, Cannon dropped out.
He did not like that apple bottom paint. Comment just hit him wrong.
I hit the wrong button.
That's a likely story. You got upset talking trash
About apple bottom paint. I mean,
Yeah.
apple bottom paint can be upsetting at times.
It can be. That paint can be very disastrous.
You gotta use it
Shit out of it.
because it gets crusty. Maybe that's my problem is that I don't ever use it fast enough, and so my
I am
bottom paint always ends
also a
up
very
crusty.
slow painter.
What's that?
I am also a very, very slow painter. My paint dries out long before I use it.
Yeah, it works better if you get like a wet palette, but
As the saying goes, if you don't use it, you lose it.
it just dries out so fast.
That's the reason I use alcohol in my thinner so that it dries out even faster.
I like my paint to dry slow.
What's your favorite medium for paint?
my favorite medium for paint.
Yeah, water, oil, acrylic.
For doing art or doing customs?
Maybe it's all art.
It depends on what I'm doing.
I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because each of them have their own. They each have their own place.
Jeffrey Torres asked us to put alcohol in the paint and make it dry slow.
Faster.
Yeah. Alcohol make it dry fast.
If I'm doing illustration stuff, I like to use watercolor paint. I don't like to use acrylic. A lot of people doing illustrations like to use acrylic paint. I don't like acrylic paint for illustration. I like ink and watercolor. If I'm doing like a fine arts type of painting, then I like oil paint.
How do you know if you're doing fine art?
If I decide that that's what I'm doing.
Oh. So from the onset.
Yeah, you decide that in the beginning. It's not like a oh, maybe I'll make some fine art here today. That's what I'm gonna do at the onset.
I just try not to make a mess.
I've seen your mouse.
That's no fun. What about a mouse?
Right before he got set down, he had his mouse in plain view of the camera, and that thing is dirty AF. He got all kind of really dust.
It's crusty.
Yeah, I blew it off. I was just dribbling like crazy. Everything got covered like that.
Mm-hmm.
My mouse don't work. I don't know why.
That could be worse. Could be still you having track balls.
Ugh. These things were awful.
Oh shit! No, I still need that. Yeah. Oh, I can turn this off. I don't need that. Forgot what number I'm on. 7.
5.
I don't think I have enough thread here. I'm gonna have to go foraging for some more thread. I decided to make the tassels out of the fabric by pulling the fabric apart, because all fabric is just thread woven together. So I pulled it apart, and this is.
How many times have I poked myself with these horns?
God bless you.
It. But I've stabbed myself with my hobby knives.
Or as we say in my house, Godzilla.
That's why we have the warning on the.
So I started watching that Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, that thing from a few years ago.
Yeah. I'm not really into it, but I'll tell you, it's making me want to go play the game again, though.
The game was good.
Just listening to all the slang and everything. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I never had all the problems that everybody seemed to have with it. But I wouldn't play it on a console.
Oh, I did. I play on the PS5, but I didn't have any of the problems.
I didn't either.
Every once in a great while, it'll like crash.
Because I just watched it on Netflix.
It'll crash out, but it wasn't it never got me in a situation where I was like lost a bunch of progress or whatever.
Or had your
As a matter of
car
fact, the
launch
one
off.
time it did crash, it actually saved me a lot because I burnt a bunch of stuff trying to win and lost anyway. Right before I lost, the whole thing crashed. And I was like, oh, nice. Although I haven't played it since they put that last update in, where they beefed up the cops and stuff.
Kept for the Canuck, are you just watching the delay? Because he just now said pineapple on pizza is the bomb.
It is. It's great.
It's the bomb on the makes you barf.
Thin crusted pizza.
People like it. They like it. I don't really have any problem with anybody liking pineapple pizza. I just don't like it myself.
Yeah, I mean, people see what they eat. Like, I don't trash on people who like oysters, but I don't. They to me, they are kind of repulsive.
They're very repulsive.
The raw oysters.
On anybody for anybody.
Oh.
Anybody for anything, because it's cold, dark, cold world. If you can find some enjoyment in it, then by all means, please.
Yeah. To me, I can't stomach it. I like them cooked. I like them in you give me some oyster stew, I'm happy as a peach. But out of the shell, like they do them.
I feel that way for all shellfish, crabs and shrimps and all that nonsense. Crawdads.
I
know it's probably weird to hear Southerners say, but
I like cooked seafood.
I don't like crawfish either.
I don't like raw seafood.
Oh, that's nasty. Bug meat.
I always say like sushi would be also better dipped in deep fried.
They do some of the. They're not sushi technically, but they do some of that. The rice rolls or whatever they're called.
Feel like a tempura batter.
Yep, and they are good.
This blue stuff here is Green Stuff World's Sculptor Vaseline.
I think is Benihana's down in Florida had I think it's called a dragon roll.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was fried. It was good.
Sounds good. Now I want some Chinese food.
Although I might have been in Key West when we went to Benihana.
I've been on a Chinese food kick here lately. It's the most affordable place to go eat right now. $10, you can go eat all you want.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Wendy's, McDonald's at $15-20.
The
sector's still here.
The wife made me some spicy pork and cabbage because I finally found some pork belly. I bought 3 slabs of it. It was $70.
Sector's still around.
Sector, are you still in the house?
Dragon Man, where you at?
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that? That look good enough to print?
He said fire.
Awesome.
Wait, let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, I think the dog's outside.
So I'll get that and this on the print.
Money for nothing.
But I gotta go pick up my kid from her band trip, so I am signing off.
Have a good night, sir.
All right, take care. I'm glad that you like it. All right, cheers.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.
Get back to making my tassels. I think I'm on 8. Watch me not actually need all 12 of them.
I don't think there's many people on YouTube still that actually still do customizing live streams, are they?
Yeah. Well, the guy that taught me how to sew when I had reached I was past that point where I wasn't like a rookie novice anymore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, a year ago.
Yeah.
And he started sculpting. He still does all like clay sculpting for action figure heads and stuff.
Oh, nice.
I'll send you.
Yeah, send me the link. I want to check it out.
His last one.
Because
I had thought he had printed it. He's like, "Oh no, it's a classic."
Oh gosh, you Google. I'm making a list of the supplies I've been wanting to collect for a few years. Just got around to it, but I'm not patient enough to wait for characters I want to be released. Retail. Hey, I feel you, brother. I'm like, sometimes they feel like they're never going to make them. That's what got me into making customs in the first place. Like stuff, I'm making stuff that they're not going to make. Now I'm getting into making my own character stuff.
Hey, dear. Craftsman.
He's awesome.
You see that Mondo Street Shark statue?
I did not. I'm not big on the Mondo statues because they're like crazy overpriced for what they are.
Looks good.
That's why I'm nervous. I'm nervous to see what they're going to charge for those 1/12 scale He-Man figures.
Oh, here they are.
Hey, JSP. The last Werewolf by Night was 2006 in a 4-pack, so even if I did pay the money for it, figure will be out. Yeah, very much so. The Moonstones are great bucks. JSP, so you just watched the Power Girl custom video recently, and now he's wanting a bunch of Moonstone figures. Hey man, I made one from Power Moonstone.
My niece made a cape while she was here. She actually made 3 of them. But the first one she didn't get very far and she had to throw it away and start over. The second one she got all the way done. But it didn't look right, you know. She had like run a couple of seams and made them crooked.
Mm-hmm.
But on the third one, she did perfectly serviceable job.
Nice.
And I got to thinking, maybe this ain't hard. Maybe there's times I said, hey, if you want to do it, I'll show you how. It's hard. Maybe I don't. Maybe that's not hard. Wait, I think I'm off camera again. Sorry. Still making the tassel. Decided I need 12 of them. I got 1, 4, 6, 7, 8, 19. 19. Get another piece of string here.
Moose makes a great power girl, and I'm wondering if the Dagger from Cloak and Dagger would make a good Donna Troy. I wouldn't use her for Donna Troy because Dagger is like one of a very skinny buck. I would use something like that's using the street body. Yep, that minimum. Shriek is like one of the most costly.
Like one of the very first updates, right?
She was like the first one to have that new articulation. That the basically make her like joint articulate like a male figure, where you got double joint elbows, double joint knees, stuff that's way overdue. Well, not just, but they've had double joint knees, but anyway, what I mean is better proportions. They don't have those skinny legs. They actually have shape to them. She's pretty reasonable. If you're going to do the black suit Donna Troy, that would be a good one. Or if you can get like Outback Rogue, that's a good one. Same body as Shriek. And they're at a lot of those are Ollies. I got a bunch of them recently from Ollies during the Christmas time.
I haven't been to Ollie's in so long. To be honest, I haven't really been interested in buying anything.
Yeah, I just stop by every once in a while for like check out for fodder. I can't turn down cheap fodder.
Yeah, I got, I think, 4 Black Panthers behind me. And a Vulcan, which one of those is earmarked for the Iron Man.
Black suit Donna Troy is why that Songbird looks good. There's the Spider Woman, the Retro Cart Spider Woman. She's on the moon somebody. These arms are black. You could actually strip off that red paint and you get your black suit for Donna, and it's a bigger muscular body on the Moonstone. I put an Outback Row on here just because I had one laying around.
She-Hulk was a good body, right?
The what now?
The She-Hulk had a good body, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's a great new body for the bigger muscular females. Or if you don't want to make a 1/10 scale female.
And then the Power Woman.
Oh, Power Princess?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's hard to come by. Looks good. Got the eyes sculpted. Filled in the gaps where put in the new trunk, put the horns on. It will fit on like that. I like it. Wrinkles blended in. A little bit more touches on the.
Okay, I think this is the last one. That was 11. This should be 12.
What are you making these for?
Corey,
If you're gonna put them on a shop,
Poncho. I can tell you more
just not now.
when we're not live. I'm not sure how not secret it is.
Mystery.
Just in the off chance that he stops by and looks in.
There we go. Pretty happy with that. That's pretty good. I'm looking to make a Wonder Woman custom for Power Princess, but with DC Direct. Terry Dotson's Wonder Woman head. Nice. Songbird arms with Spider Woman body is probably way to go for perfect Donna Troy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And some more rhinoplasty. I'm curious to see what Mattel is going to offer for DC when they get the license back.
Me too. Me too. Pretty interesting.
Todd's like in a rush to get everything released that he's got in the pipeline. He revealed a lot of stuff at WonderCon this weekend. It's like shit. It should have been made a long time ago. It's like, really? You're waiting now to announce stuff that people have been asking for 3 years.
Well,
Yeah.
could have went worse. Could have went better.
Did he ever release a Parademon? I don't think Todd ever did a Parademon.
Parademon. That's not Batman. That's not gonna sell.
He's finally doing like the Reign of Superman figures that everybody wanted from the 90s, not the modern versions of the characters. Like he already released. It's like, why are you doing Zor-El Cyborg Superman when everybody wants Hank Henshaw Cyborg Superman? Nobody gives a shit about the Zor-El Cyborg Superman. But then the Cyborg Superman everybody wants, he announced this weekend, is a red label platinum that you have to order from his store, which they sell out. He also did like 90s Superboy, proper Eradicator. The only thing he didn't show was Steel. He did show Hal Jordan is armor, where he's swinging the John Henry's hammer. They're like the Return of Superman storyline. Yeah, the render of Superboy didn't have his jacket or glasses, so he might do soft goods jacket like he did with Mr. Terrific. Who knows? It's Todd.
Yeah, he seems to have went all in on the soft goods.
Yep. That's one thing it's going to miss. Because I don't think Mattel is going to do the soft goods. But they could turn around and surprise us, though. Hopefully, they are smart enough to realize, too, that most people want Marvel Legends scale, which is the 6.5 inch scale, and not 7 inch scale that Todd's been doing, or whatever scale he claims he's doing. It's all over the place.
The no scale scale?
Yeah. I think it's hilarious. People are like complaining about showing like a 20-year-old Mattel figures. It's like, this is what we're going to get, and comparing it to a modern McFarlane. And like, funny thing is, to me, the Mattel one still looks better, and it's 20 years old because the proportions are right. The McFarlane, you got like a 1/12 scale torso, 1/10 scale legs, and peanut heads. When you're doing like splices on parts or anything, I always do like a styrene rods where you got more than just one, just a surface connection point.
Another thing going the way of the dinosaur.
Styrene, yep.
Styrene reds.
It's gonna suck when I can't get it no more.
I need to change the thread out, but I want to do this one last thing before I go to bed. Gotta get up early in the morning.
You gonna leave me too?
Yeah, I gotta get up.
Well, we got 30 minutes left.
4 dang it. 4 o'clock in the morning. I might be able to hang out for 30 minutes. 30 minutes most friends, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I did sleep until like 9, 10 o'clock today. I don't think this is the right brown.
Are you sure that's the right brown?
I think it's close enough to where it don't matter. Where's my punk at? Nice.
Ooh.
Looks like a charm.
I'll make a texture stamp for the trunk. I like that a lot.
60% of the time, works every time.
Yep. All right. Yeah, the Marvel Select Iceman's a good figure. I wish Marvel Select could do Legend scale stuff. Well, there is a little news on that where, what's it? Company acquired Diamond distributors, including Diamond Select Toys.
What company is that?
Like something alliance, the big like gaming distributor, like board gaming type thing. Real quick. Alliance Entertainment. Tabletop gaming, pop culture, merch distributor.
Mm-hmm.
So they are now the owners of Diamond Select. Now their licensing will be for like Marvel stuff will still be 7-inch. That's what their license is for. Sure is. Todd would have loved to have had that.
And if he could have held on to it, that would have been.
Well, as it's saying, that's the Diamond Select. It's if he could have purchased Diamond Select toys from Diamond, he would have got all their license deals too. But somebody with much deeper pockets bought the whole shebang.
I'm sure that'll be of no concern.
He was able to get the 5-inch scale license for turtles. Todd was, which that BST had.
Todd is Todd's own worst enemy.
Yeah. Well, he overloaded retailers with his DC product, with basically the same product over and over. Batman, 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 Batman. Where the stores start ending up clearancing out all his products for $3 a piece. So they quit ordering the stuff. You don't see much McFarlane stuff when you go into a big box store anymore. Not like they used to order.
No, well, I mean, he came out swinging.
Yeah.
Had an articulated figure, and everybody was liking it. And
Yeah.
made Batman.
I don't know about everybody liking it, but he.
Well, it was a change of pace, right?
Yeah.
And everybody's gonna buy it, check it out, see what it's like. So his initial run, of course, sold like gangbusters because everybody was interested. But subsequent iterations, not so much. And like I said, he is his own worst enemy. He thinks he's right no matter what.
Like his weird thing didn't want to make female figures because he thinks it makes boys turn into psychopaths. That was like, what? My Dremel is very, I don't know, disappointed in you. The stuff that people would like them to see make the 7-inch scale would be great. It's like, Ogashi Cool says like a big Barda. Would love a big Barda. And she could work in the 7-inch scale. Of course, knowing Todd, he'd make her damn mega fig when wouldn't fit any scale.
I love you too.
Phil Customizer, Token Customs, he made a fantastic She-Hulk, big Bard out of She-Hulk.
I saw some stuff he was doing just here recently that was wow.
Yep. If you're doing any kind of super glue work too, working stuff with super glue, get you some Instaset. They sell this at Hobby Lobby as well. Bob Smith Industries Instaset. You spray your super glue with that, and it sets instantly. Hence the name. Kind of self-explanatory, but anyway, always a good tool to have in your toolbox. You don't have to sit there and hold it for ever for waiting for it to cure. So I have to change out the bottom of his trunk. And I'll make a texture stamp off one like this one. OG Bruton head. DSP, do you guys have an Instagram, like a show my customs? Actually, I do. My contact information's in like the description, same as Mr. Don's.
Yay!
I have a LinkTree on there that's got all my links, and Mr. Don's Instagram is in the description as well.
All I am is my Instagram.
And we also have a Discord where we talk about customizing Discord and like just chit chat and geek stuff. It's all there.
I try to post every Saturday.
sculpting on the ears. No, don't look like he's got 4 ears now.
The old back.
We got we will be doing another live stream on Thursday, which I'll probably do one. I don't know if we're going to do a live stream on Tuesday or just film doing the Fan Home kit. It's not a very complex one. Let's go back into the UV cure. I drilled it out where I had like a little pocket, had a little bit of wet resin in there. Mold of that jaw. Put that under here.
Come here and do the thing.
Ouch. Prints might be done by the end of the stream. Heating up some glue stuff. That. Looks pretty good. Won't have a ton of movement, but should be able to move like that, down, maybe a little up.
Oh, my neck, my back. That is not. Some beach. I don't have brown stretch fabric. I stopped by Michael's and I saw that they expanded their fabric section.
I guess they know they're the game in town right now when it comes to fabric.
Well, Hobby Lobby.
that. Well, they don't have Joanne's competing. Now there's direct competitor with Hobby Lobby.
I haven't been by Hobby Lobby to see what they're if they've expanded theirs.
Here's the blue stuff out of the hot water of the microwave. It's soft and squishy.
Never get to smell out them fishes.
Oops. Oh, Rocky. Let's get that jaw back. Hold it. Chat.
Yeah.
I think Todd will make Big Bart of the same size as Power Girl, Superwoman, and Wonder Woman. To be honest, if he does Baker, that'd be great because then she could work with in a 6.5-inch scale. Because Big Bart is 7 feet tall. She's a big character.
She's big, Bart.
Yep, hence the name Big. Your painting of the Bruton is what I'm looking for with the werewolf fur or the streams like where you're painting him. I was going to do some more painting tonight, but then I got sidetracked, so I got to wash everything up. Got everything covered in dust. One thing I'd suggest getting is some washes. I got this is tester. Oh, I'm not sure if they still make this or not. So that I'm not positive on. I bought a stockpile of it when Michael's was clearing some out. They got different colors, but this is their what they call their black wash, which is more of like a grayish brown. Works great. That's what you see here. This is straight over top of the Ursa Major parts. This went from this with just a wash. I'm going to do like a lighter brown dry brush over top of it, which is about a warm brown. And a lot of times I use it for, can't get any more, is the tester's leather. That's what I did here. I did like a base coat of burnt sienna. Did a wash, then I dry brushed the leather brown over top of it. to get that color scheme. Which I want to do Sasquatch hands. I want to paint those the burnt sienna, do the wash and dry brush. They get it close to almost perfect match to the way this looks here. Then I do the dry brush of the leather brown over top of it. I bought some Pro Acryls to try these out as a replacement for my testers. Some more. These brush really well, the Pro Acryls, but without a sealer, they will scratch off easily. So when you paint, you gotta be careful with that stuff. Something wrong. Hello, fam.
Family, 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 family.
Right here on a good night.
You coming in right when we're getting ready to close up shop. Well, we're at the 2-hour mark. Everybody in the chat and everyone that's just stopped in for the first time, thank you for joining us tonight. We do the Sunday show every Sunday night, unless there's extenuating circumstances like power outage, sick, or whatever. But Thursday, we do a Thursday customizing show that's bi-weekly. Every other Thursday, we will have one this Thursday. And we do, I am doing like the fan home Batmobile builds. I usually try to do those on Tuesdays, but my days going in the office has changed. Oh, and this Thursday, we'll be doing 8 p.m. Eastern. So, say is my office hours has changed. I gotta when I physically go into the office. I can work remotely some days and work in office some days, and now it's going to be was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm going Tuesday, Thursdays. Sometimes on Fridays, but so I'm going to push it back to 8 o'clock. It makes it a little easier than 7:30. But anyway, everybody in the chat, we'll catch y'all next time. Mr. Don, thank you for coming and joining me tonight.
Of course.
It's always a pleasure, my friend. We'll catch y'all next time.